Okay. So if you guys remember, last time we ran this code, right? Isn't it? Yeah. I will remove the secondary access part. Now, this is where. So should I run it again and see? So this is what we had. And then we did pivot longer, pivot wider. And then we have pivoted plotting the different states by color. And then we created a plot with apply, right? This is what we did last time, right? Yeah, this one will take some time. Yeah, this is just a sample, this thing that we asked ChatGPT to do, and it something it created for us. Anyway, so okay. Again, do you want to work with this data set again, or do you prefer to go find a new data set?
So for the R markdown?
Yeah, for the R markdown. Today, what we're going to do is we're working on R markdown. I would prefer some data set that you guys have already worked on, so that it gives a little more clarity rather than exploring a totally new data set. Do you guys have any data set that you'd like to share?
So if you still have my TB data set.
Okay, where is your TB data set? Yeah, it should be somewhere here. It was the second session? First session?
Second.
No. This is the tobacco survey, right?
Yes. It must have been the session after that.
Sorry. Is this which one? TB alcohol, yes. TB notification, which one?
The TB case notification.
TB case notification. Okay, what I'll do is I'll open the fifth session directly. Okay? Or what I'll do is I'll just copy this. What I'll do is raw data, TB notification, isn't this? I will say move or copy to. It'll ask where should I copy it to. I will say in session 7 in data. Okay, TB notification, case notification. So this data is now, let me go back to the working directory. So in data, there is this. I hope you guys all know now what I have done.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Particularly, I'm going to ask Anand.
Yes, sir.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir. The data we are looking to work on should be in our directory.
Yes, it should be in a working directory. There is a folder called data. In that data, I've just put. If you remember this data, we have gotten it from online. Yes, last time, and then we wrote it as a CSV file, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is how this data has come here. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just save this script in. Where should I save this script? Okay, I will call this as code. Okay, and this is COVID India data exploration. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
See, by looking at the R script, if I go to my by looking at the name, I will be at least given some suggestion what this is. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, it is not map
Yes.
1 It is not, analysis. It is not whatever, right? It is a little specific that he suggests what this really is. And once I open this, this information is enough for me to tell me that, okay, this is looking at COVID-19 Bharat data. This is the source of the data. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to close this
Yes, sir.
now. I'm going to close everything that we have did before. In my environment also, I'm going to close everything. I can delete everything, or what I can do is I can go to my session button and I say I can restart R. When I say restart R, everything is cleaned from the environment. Okay. So I'm going to create a new R Markdown file here. Okay. What is an R Markdown file? R Markdown file is a specialized way to represent your analysis. This file format allows you to integrate R and your normal analysis and word like writing tools. Okay. It allows you to integrate not just data from your this thing, but also you can have multiple different outputs. You can have a book, you can have a web page, you can have a postcard, you can have a website, you can have a blog, you can have a dashboard, anything. We'll quickly look at some of the outputs later on. I think we already covered this. I'm just making this a little more explicit so that we are fresh now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So how do I open a new Markdown file? I go to this file or this plus button here. I'll go to the file and then I can say new file. And when I say new file, there are n number of options that will come. Okay. But you see there's an R Markdown here. Okay. This is what we'll be using now. But R Markdown has its own flavors. Okay. Flavors in the sense it has its own cousin sisters and brothers, which is like R Notebook, Quarto Document, Quarto Presentation. But we will not go there. We'll just select R Markdown for now, plain R Markdown. And once I click on R Markdown, there's a pop-up that comes. And I'm sure that everybody has seen this pop-up already. It's called a new Markdown file. What should the title be? Who is the author? What is the date? And all of that. For now, I will just select whatever the default is. I know that we have seen presentation, shiny, templates, all of that last time, but I'm just going to use the current defaults. Okay. The moment I said, okay, it has created a file for me. Okay? A script file or a R Markdown file. Okay? Right now, it is not saved anywhere. And it is just like opening a new document. Unless and until you save it, it won't be available for you to come back to. So it's every file that you are starting, it's a good practice to save it first, okay, before you continue to work on it. So I will save this file. Ideally, because R Markdown is where you bring in your reports and analysis together. I should put it in a folder that is separate to code or data, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
analysis is what you are.
Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
used analysis, but sometimes people would not agree with me. You can write reports or whatever, but let us use analysis. You all agree with analysis, no? You're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll say analysis. So I've created. Okay, sorry. I've made a mistake. I should create this R Markdown file in a folder called analysis, and I should name it something. You know? So I should create a folder called analysis. Spelling is wrong. Analysis. What I will do is I will delete this. I will open one more. So now I'm directly using the drop down menu here. Okay, I'm not going for file. I'm just pressing this button and then there are n number of these things. See, this R markdown is there. I'll press on that. Same thing, I'll say okay. And I'll save it. It'll ask me where do I want to save. Now I'll open the analysis folder. And what name should I give this?
TB report.
Okay, I'll call it TB. Okay.
But so that, like you said, it's not descriptive enough. You just look at the file name and everything.
That's okay. I will just call today's date as well. That's a good practice also. Okay.
Oh.
Is it fine?
Yes.
So now in my analysis folder, there is a TB report, and this is how it is. And I knit it, and it will create a HTML file for me here. Okay, this is what it is, right? Okay. Last time we have seen this, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I will run you through this file once, and then you guys can tell me if you have any doubts. Okay. So this untitled on the right side is coming from this part, which is called between lines 1 to 6. This is called YAML, Y-A-M-L. Okay, YAML. Very powerful stuff. YAML is very powerful. Some people don't like to touch it because it can mess things up very easily, but it's quite powerful, and we can see later on. Maybe not, if time permits, we'll see today itself. And in YAML, there are some things called key value pairs. Okay, what is it? Key value pairs. So there's a key value pair in line 2, which is title. There's a key value pair in line 3, which is author. There's a key value pair in line 4, which is date. Key value pair in line 5, which is the output. Here you're specifying its HTML document. This much is clear?
Yes.
There
Yes.
are additional key value pairs you can give. For example, subtitle. I think is a key value pair. Let me check if it is. Subtitle. This is the subtitle is done. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So there are other things also. I will not get into. Okay. Let me just get there also. If you want to know more about R Markdown, you can go to this help menu. In help menu, you have Markdown quick reference. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
The moment I press this, it is going to tell me this is the quick reference for R Markdown. Okay, let me, is this, I think I will open it this way. Is this better? Is this
Yes.
better or worse?
Yes. It's
This
better.
is better.
Okay. So if you want to make something italics or emphasis, you can just use single asterisks around it or single underscores around it, and it will make things italic. For example, if I want to make this part of the first line of this line 15 as italics, I can just put asterisks around both of them, okay, or star but. Okay. Now when I knit it, you will see that this part is shown as italics. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want to make this markdown as or this R markdown as bold, I can use two asterisks on the starting and end. Okay, you're able to see this. I've made two asterisks here, two asterisks there, and then I can knit it, and then you can see this R markdown is now in bold, isn't it? Same with this knit button as well. Okay. Now you can ask me how to make it bold and italics. You can use this option. You see, knit is now italics and bold, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So a number of things you can do, but I'm not okay. There are other things also you can do. Let me just quickly go through that list. You can create headers, first level header, second level header, third level header. You can go to 6 level headers. They are like section headings, subsection, subsection, and things like that. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can also create lists, numbered list and unnumbered, ordered list or unordered list. That's what they call it. Ordered list is something that has a sequence. Unordered list, you don't need a sequence. Just like I'll just add a numbered list here. I'll give it 3 level header and I'll call it lists. And then you can create lists in R markdown. Okay. 4th level header, ordered list. Ordered list, you can just give one item 1, 2, item 2, 3, item 3, etc. Okay. Or you can give A, item A, B, item B, C, item C, etc. Okay. This is ordered list. Let me just quickly knit it and show you on the right how it looks like. Okay. There's a this thing that has happened, that item 1, 2, 3, it is fine, but A, B, C did not show properly. Okay. There might be a reason for that. I think this is okay. It's not small, large, big letters. It is small letters. Okay. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just be careful, but there's a way you can convert them into capitals as well. I'm not going to go there. Okay. Let us do unordered list. So you can say item A, item B, item C. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Or you can have nested list as well. Let me show you what a nested list is. Nested list is maybe item 2 has sub item 1 and sub item 2 as well. So I can just give a tab and I can give a new kind of a identifier, and I can say item sub item A, sub item 1, you see?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is basic, whatever you can do in Word, you can do it here also. You can add a image as well. Right now, there are no images in the folder, but let us park putting the image there. Let us look at the other things, what is written here. Okay. Yeah, manual line breaks, links, images. You can just use this. For example, I will just use this code and see. It says that this alt text image is not showing because, okay, let me. Oh, this is not the image, no? This is the image. You see? This alt text is coming from this IMA passing out thread. I can just, alt text is nothing but the caption, huh? Okay. You can resize the image and all of that, but I'm just very quickly showing you that you can, this, just like I put a URL, you can also put the image that is there in your computer as well. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If the image you are putting is not inside that code block that you taught us about, then we won't be able to use here in that for the image. We'll have to give the full file path.
Okay. Okay. You want to put an image using, let us create a plot first. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe that is what you're trying to say, right? You have created a plot here. This, imagine that, let me open the R script that we have done last time. This is the code that we have used last time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine this is the plot that you have created. This one.
Okay.
Okay, this plot. Okay. Yeah. I think the lab should be. And X should be. Isn't it?
Sir, why should we cases or something?
Sorry? Oh, why should be cases, right? Confirmed cases, correct. Okay. Yeah, anyway, let this be what it is. Okay. So imagine that this is a plot that you have created and you'd like to save this plot. Okay.
Yes.
So this is where it gets interesting and all the things that we have talked about before will get in handy. Okay. In the sense that this plot, I can save it as P1. Okay. I've saved this plot as P1. Okay. So if I type P1, P1 is going to open this plot. And if I look in my environment, what is P1? P1 is a list of things. You know, I can also look at the class of P1. Class of P1 is a ggplot. We just created a ggplot, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You're all following, na?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great. So
Yes, sir.
I want to save this ggplot that I've created as a PNG file or a JPG file or whatever. Okay. Isn't it? Okay.
We say
So I can use the function ggsave. Okay, ggsave takes a file name, the plot, the device, and a number of other options. Okay. So here, the file name I can create is here. Save it in plots. What is this plot?
P1.
Ideally, you can also save plot1 or whatever, but also give the extension PNG. You can say GPG also, it doesn't matter. Let me see if it's working. Okay. Right now, if I go to my working directory, there is analysis, code, and data. Okay. I have saved in my environment or assigned a plot called P1. It is not saved as anything now, but I'm just going to press Control Enter. The moment I press Control Enter, it already created a folder here called plots. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And in my folder called plots, it has created epidemic curves. This is what the plot is. Okay,
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how do you put that plot? Let me remove this inbuilt thing. You can include the plots that you have created before, or you can add the plot as it is. Okay. In the sense that this P1, which is whatever I'm saving as PNG, can also be saved as an RDS. Okay. In the sense that I can take P1 and I say write underscore RDS, and then I can say here or where do you want to save the RDS files?
Yeah.
RDS files. Okay. And then I can just give this name there. Okay. So right now in my working directory, how many folders are there?
4, sir.
4 folders. Now if I run line 35, what will happen?
You can create a new folder and save the file inside it.
What did it say? It says I cannot save it. Why? Because
the folder doesn't exist.
correct. So what I'll do is I'll create a new folder, RDS files. Okay, and now I'll run this. So it is already created.
So in the previous example, it was GGSave that was creating the folder for us, not here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So anyway, just by looking at the error, you can tell what the problem is. But what I want you to keep in mind is that the ggsave created a PNG file, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Imagine you want to add subtitle or source for that image. You will have to open the file in either Paint or Adobe or whatever and make the change, isn't it? Or you have to come back to this exercise and then rewrite it and things. But since you've already created an RDS file, you can add things to that RDS file. I'll just show you an example. Okay. So here I'm going to add a new chunk. Okay. I'm adding a new chunk. I'll say library here. Ideally, that library here should be elsewhere. No? Okay, here is this one. So I'll say go here in my RDS files. There is a file called. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So take this file and read. Which file is this? What is the extension?
RDS.
RDS. So which
RDS.
function should I use to read this file?
Read RDS.
Read underscore RDS. Okay. Read underscore RDS. And I'll call this as P1 again, or let me call this as P2 just to, plot one, just to make it different from here. And then I can say plot one. Okay. So what this is doing is in line 62, it is reading the RDS file which is located here, and it is saving as a plot to plot one. And line 63, it is going to make that plot. Let me knit it and show you what that really means. Okay, it says I cannot find the function pipe, right? Why cannot it find the function pipe?
This pipe is a tidyverse thing, not a base art.
So I need to go up. Maybe here itself, I'll say library here, library tidyverse. Okay, and then I'll knit it. So it's processing the file GB report so and so. Just created things and it's plotted for you. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
But now I want to add the title to this plot. Okay. How do I add title to this plot? Okay, there is no right answer, wrong answer, and I'm not going to ask for chocolates for, saying a wrong answer. So you just be,
Recording in progress.
Okay, you be free to answer whatever you want. How do you think you will add a title to this plot?
Add a header, that markdown header right before this code block.
Right before this code block, you would like to add a R markdown header. Okay. Okay, that's a solution. That's not a bad solution, but yeah, it's a solution. Then, what about others? How would you like to add? No, that is why I said there is no right answer, wrong answer, but I need an answer. Okay, you can, yeah. If you don't want to give an answer, at least you should agree with the other answer that is provided.
And now that plot one is here, we could just pipe plot one back into ggplot and add a labs and mention the title there.
Yeah.
And then once again, like save it as plot one. And then when we are calling plot one, it should hopefully have that.
Okay. Okay. I agree. I understand what Lokesh is trying to say. Lokesh is saying that since you already read the RDS file, which is a ggplot object, you can use the ggplot syntax, right? So what you mean is this, isn't it? Labs title equals to this is the
So we don't need to pipe it to ggplot again in order to be able to do this.
okay. Pipe what? How you have to tell me the syntax.
So plot 1, then pipe, first ggplot, and then plus lamp
Okay.
is what I thought.
Okay. That's a very interesting point, and I agree. I would have agreed with you. But then, what is the input for a ggplot? It's a data set, no? It's a data
Okay,
frame,
yes,
right?
yes,
But
understood.
here it is not a data frame. You already
Already,
created that. See, that's the
Yes.
beauty. Okay. So now if I just do this and knit it, it is already created.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, your guide says that no, don't use number of confirmed cases. Just say number of confirmed COVID cases because there is no COVID written here. Okay. So then you can say y equals to confirmed COVID-19 cases. See, I hope you are able to appreciate.
Yes.
Okay, what actually happened is that you created a plot elsewhere, you saved it as an image, and you loaded that image, which could have been easily this, it could be a plot like this. But the beauty is that you can also save it as an RDS file and use that RDS file to do your things later on. Okay? Imagine, I want to change the theme. Okay, sorry. Now, just pay attention to this plot now. See, the theme void. There is no x-axis, there is no axis, and everything is removed. But no, I don't want to use void. I want to use a different theme. You see?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, we had created a different plot as well, right? Yeah, this plot. Right. Let me save this plot also. Okay. Let me save this plot. Do you want to save it as an RDS or a PNG?
So
RDS.
for doing that, here we must have to save it as RDS, or we can do it in PNG also.
PNG is an image. Okay. So when you want to edit a PNG, it will be a little difficult because it is no longer the ggplot object, right? So there are other ways to do editing PNG within R, but I think you can use Word or Adobe or something like that to make the edits, but it won't be saved manually, as code, right? So whenever you are publishing in good journals nowadays, when I say good journals, I mean anything that has an impact factor of 5 and above. It could be Lancet, could be BMJ or something like that. They ask for reproducible code, which, for example, if you create this plot, they are not going to use this color palette, no? They will use a different color palette. They have their own, Lancet has their own color palette, JAMA has their own color palette. You get my point?
Yes.
So they request the images either to be given as code like this, or they request images to be provided in EPS formats. Okay. Yeah. So PNG is not accepted as a good format for images now. I mean, many journals they will take it, but at least when you're doing computation and things like this, they would request the format either in EPS or TIFF, which is the vector-based formats. Okay. I hope you're getting this.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, one other, I really quickly want to add one more plot here. I'll call this P2. Okay. I'll call this P2. And then I'll save this as a difference plot P2. And I would not want to save it using, let me save it as digit save also. But I would also want to save it as P2 pipe write underscore RDS here, RDS underscore files, and sorry. I've put the wrong name. Okay, right now if I do this, right now in my RDS file, there's only, sorry?
Line 66, we need to write it like, okay, understood.
Sorry?
No, understood.
Yeah, so now, right now, there is nothing other than, there's only one file in this folder, right?
Yes.
Epidemic curves P1. Now there'll be epidemic curves P2 as well, hopefully. Okay, it might take some time because it is finding the difference of the confirmed and recovery. So it's doing all the calculation for 12,000, 1,24,132 observations. Might take some time, but also make note of the size there, right? Just the PNG plot is let me delete this, 180 KB, whereas the RDS file is around 1 MB, 1.1 MB, right? So when you want things to be very light, when you don't want this much of computation, and it doesn't matter if you have very specifically created the plot with all the legend and everything correctly, you can only use the lightweight PNG image as the plot. But if you want, you can also save the RDS and bring in the RDS, but it becomes a little heavy.
Yeah, brothers.
Okay. P2 is not found. I think this is the reason. Okay, now P2 is 2.7 MB. Now let me bring in. So if I want to bring in another plot, let me add another plot. What I can do is I can very quickly add a new chunk and say plot 2 is go here and go to RDS files, and within RDS files, I would want you to best way is to actually copy this. Okay, and then read underscore RDS. That is P2. Then I can very quickly say plot 2. Now I can knit it. You see? These two are here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I just want the plot. I don't need all this code here. Okay. What do I do?
Output only.
The echo is equal to false.
yeah, I can either say echo equals to false here. False has to be written all in caps, or caps F also will do. This will also do. Okay. Or if I want to place them side by side, what I can do is I can just what was the library for putting plots together? Patchwork, no?
Yes.
See? Oh, this is putting it one below the other. Okay. Let me try to put it side by side. Is it this one? I'm just trying. Huh? See? Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, now that this is clear, now we are using, let us now create one file, or do you guys want to work on your own, or you want me to work?
If we can work.
You can work? Okay, but I will be online. I might ask you to share your screen if you are having difficulties. Will that be okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what I'll do is I will just put the data set that Lokesh, can you do that? Can you put your data set on WhatsApp or
The
something?
chats. Okay.
Yeah. Is that okay with you guys, Subarna and Shruti?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then I'll be here only, and maybe maybe I'll request any one of you to share your screens. Basically, the idea what I want you to do is I want you to load a new or create a new RMD file, save it in a folder called analysis, download the data that Lokesh has shared in a folder called data, and load that data into your RMD file and create one plot. Okay.
Okay.
Is it something that you can do in 10 minutes?
Some more time may be required or something.
We need more time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Maybe yeah. Okay. 10 minutes. You need 15 minutes then.
Maybe, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Then, okay. Then fine. Okay. Then I'll trouble you at 8:30 exactly. I'm giving you 17 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not restricting you to only make a plot. I would love it if you explore the data set as well. Okay. I'm here. I'll be turning off my what do you call it? The video, my video, not the recording. But 15 minutes, maybe I can. Do you want me to pause the recording?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe in about 15 minutes, I'll resume the recording and then I'll trouble you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Is my
Okay.
screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it's visible. Okay, it's read underscore CSV is the first thing. Okay. Okay. It's read underscore CSV, not read.csv. And second thing is you're in a project called normal distribution seminar, isn't it? Okay. Why don't you go in your console, type here HERE in your console, just below that. No, in your console. Yeah, wherever the error is shown, no? Yeah, below that. Yeah, below that. Yeah, there. Just click on there.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. You are not audible so far. I have muted that.
Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
come to your console and just type here.
Okay, sir. On the console.
Yeah, type HERE here.
Okay, sir.
Enter. Okay, you're in your normal distribution seminar, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now go to your files pane. Files pane. Yeah, and there is a gear button. Yeah, below that. Yeah, gear button. Yeah, click
This
on
one,
that.
sir.
No, click on the gear button. Click on the gear button on top. Yeah.
This okay, sir.
Yeah, and now go to working directory. See, now where is your data?
My data is in another project, I think so, sir.
Yeah, you get my point.
Yes,
What
yes,
the
yes.
issue was?
Yes, sir.
The issue was that the data is elsewhere
Okay.
and the project is something else, right?
Yes, sir. Now I could understand.
So either you open that project or you put the data here.
Okay, sir. Somewhere here in this.
Yeah. So
I
you
will
need to
put
create a
here.
folder called whatever and then put it here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is why I was asking you that step
Okay,
0 is very important, right?
Okay, sir.
Why don't you do that now itself when everybody else is witnessing?
Sure. Sir, I have one doubt. I have already
Yeah.
put data on the correct folder, but I don't know how to change the working directory now. What could
Okay.
I do?
What you can do is there are two ways
Yes.
you can check the working directory. The
Okay,
first
sir.
thing is using here in the console.
Okay, sir.
And the second thing is using the gear button and saying go to working directory.
Yes, sir. So my working directory is now different, sir.
See, right now what's happening is you're working in a project called normal distribution
Yes,
seminar.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So wherever the file called normal distribution seminar.rproj is, that is your
Okay.
working directory. There is no two
Okay.
ways about it. Okay.
Okay.
So in
And
your
you create a
working
new
directory,
project.
you have created a folder called data, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Click
Data.
on that data. there is nothing here,
Yes,
isn't
sir.
it? So what you can do is go to the gear button, press on data, and say open a show folder in new window. From niche se second one. Yeah. Just press on that gear button, last but one.
Yes, sir. Show folder. Okay.
So this will open a new. It must have opened something else, no?
The
File
one I
Explorer.
want to work with on the data science, sir. Now I'm working with this normal distribution seminar. So
Okay, what you can do is, can you open your File Explorer?
File Explorer.
I think you're sharing only the RStudio window, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Share your complete screen. That will be easier.
1 minute. 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Stop
Oh.
sharing and you can reshare.
Sure, sir.
Anand, were you able to finish the install packages thing?
Yes, I finished the install packaging and currently at load data session, and
Okay.
data is not loaded yet. I give the
Okay.
df function read CSV here, data TB case notification, but
Okay.
some error is showing unexpected symbol in load packages.
Okay. Maybe after Parthi's thing, we can troubleshoot yours. Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
Yes, sir.
start. Okay.
Now I could open yours.
Okay. One thing else, Parthi, TB notification has a space in between, huh?
Okay.
And yeah, Parthi's data science, those all are not in the snake case as we discussed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I could change.
No, maybe you can do it later on.
Yes, sir.
I'm just pointing out things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm also getting an error like
Yeah.
error in attempt to use zero length variable name when I just
Yeah.
try to glimpse the data. And
Yeah. Maybe after Anand's thing, we'll look at yours. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, Parthi, now you can.
I could stop sharing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, now it's fine. I think now you can just directly
Yes,
say load data. I think all the other things will work now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can start here data. No need to start with. I hope you understood where the mistake was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I
Okay.
could understand.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Now maybe Anand, can you share your screen?
Yes, sir, I'm trying. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, it's visible. Okay. Okay, it's not CSV comma, sorry, not TB case notification comma CSV. It is dot CSV.
Okay.
Now it will work. Okay, I did not, it's saying, okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, read CSV, after read CSV, you have 2 brackets open, isn't it?
Yes.
Only one is enough. Now you run all of it. now it is worked, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's small mistakes. I think now you can go ahead, right? Now you can look at the data, try to create a plot.
I will try, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Only up to this level I could do actually before by self I could do only up to this level. Anyway, I will try.
That is okay. That is fine. I think this is a good start. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Because it's just spelling errors and in that comma and dot and things. Everything else is fine.
Okay.
Okay, Shruti, what about you?
So shall I stop sharing, sir?
Yeah.
I don't know, sir. I'm still getting the same error.
Yeah, why don't you
Error.
share your screen?
Yes, sir, this is what I tried, but it's
Yeah, okay. Read CSV is not coming from the read Excel package. Okay, read CSV function is coming from the read R package.
here it's read R.
Yeah, read R. Okay. Now, there are, after clean names, you have to hit an enter. Okay.
Okay.
And the first one, you're working on an RMD, no? Okay. What I would want you to do is select everything that is between line 20 and 26. No, between line 20 and 26, not 27. 20 and 26.
20. Okay.
Control X.
26.
Okay. Now remove
Yeah.
line 19 and till 23 or whatever, right? Remove those back ticks.
Okay.
Okay. Now on the right corner of this pane, there is a C button. No, on the left, little left, little left, little left, little left, little left, little left.
Okay,
Yeah,
C. Okay, sir.
yeah. Press on that. R. Now you paste Control V.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now what actually happened was earlier you only had these 3 back ticks. Okay. But you did not have the curly bracket and R, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So basically the backtick is going to tell you that it is some code, but it is not going to tell you that which code it is. So now with the curly bracket R, it is saying that this is R code. You have to run it in R.
Okay.
Okay. Now press that. So now it will work. Okay.
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 Yes, sir.
Line 31, whatever you have done.
Yes, so that's for the plot address.
Yeah, that also has to be within
Right.
the code chunk. Okay. Otherwise, it is going to think
Yes,
that
sir.
you
Okay,
have
sir.
written some text. You have
Okay,
to
sir.
specify that it is R code and it has to be run like R code. So that is where you use the, that code chunk thing, right?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. I think
Sir.
Geo, yeah, okay, fine. Geom SF is a mapping thing. And are you sure your DF is
Sir. No, sir.
SF? Yeah.
No, sir. It's from the previous one, sir. I kept it here as copy
Okay.
paste. I have to
Okay.
see the data and change it. Yes.
Fine.
It's probably bar chart or line chart for this data. I have to see that.
Okay, I'm happy. And I think now, Lokesh, I think you can, because it is your data, I think it's better if you show us what should be the ideal thing.
Sir, the problem is that my laptop is the one I have the microphone issue. So I've joined from the tablet.
Okay.
I won't be able to screen one more.
I've stopped sharing, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. I think this was more helpful than me ranting around, no?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So maybe
When
from
we
now
make
on,
mistake,
yeah, maybe from now on, I'll ask every one of you to share your screens one by one. That will be better.
yes, sir, it's more helpful.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, you can share your screen, Lokesh.
Yes, sir. Trying to. I joined from my laptop also.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be sharing like the plot or what should I be showing?
I think you should knit the document. Okay, one very simple trick is to just press cancel. Yeah. Now,
Yes.
if there is a just below that edit and file and code, there is an open folder kind of this thing, na? Just on the top left corner. Just press on the down. Yeah, just on the yeah. No, beside to the right, open folder. Yeah. Press on that, and then you can see your final SD or something. Is it? What did you save it as?
So the thing is that I was working using a different editor, so I've not done any of this in Artful. I'm not sure if it will pick it up on Artful.
Okay. What you can do is copy everything that is there in that editor, create a
Okay.
new RMD and paste it here.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, you can create a new R script and then paste it. Okay. Now I want you to run it one by one, and then we can figure out how to put it in the necessary places, right? Use read_CSV. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Use read_CSV. And can you open the data folder from your RStudio window? So TB notification, yeah, it's there. Then why is
But
it
I
not
think the
working?
problem is that because I use the other editor, here is not like it's not our project, so here is not picking it up as a working directory.
No,
When I manually submit-
yeah, the reason is you have not worked, created a new project. And what is step
Yes.
0?
New project. Yeah.
See, I hope that you're now getting the reasons why I've insisted doing things in a certain way.
Yes. So in that editor, when I use it, like it creates the dot here file and it picks it up as the.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But step 0 should always be done in a way that actually I also used to use a different editor and all of that. Okay, so wherever some of the things I'm insisting is coming from a little bit of troubleshooting and best case scenarios and best practices, right? So whenever you're working on a project, I would request you to start a new project. Okay. Once you start a new project, then you can do everything else. Once you create that RProj file, it is done, right?
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
So is there a way
Earlier,
for me to pick this folder as my new project? Or
what you can do is you can directly go to file. Okay, or you can go to more copy the folder path in the sense that go to this files pane. Yeah. Go to that gear button. Copy folder. Yeah. Now you go to file on top, new project. Don't save. Existing. Browse. Yeah, wherever that was. Yeah. Okay. Create. Now, no. Now go to the other RStudio. There are now 2 RStudios open for you. Minimize this one.
it would have over.
No. There is a previous one also. No, there should be one more RStudio. No, because you just created, copy pasted that untitled R script and all of that, right?
Yes, but it's only showing this one.
Okay. Anyway, now in that case, you go. Yeah, this is not the one. Just go to the on top, edit code. There is this open button just below that. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, just press the down arrow. No, cancel. There's a drop down menu there. Yeah. Now open. Oh, you're not saved it. No.
Yes, that is right.
No, but then it should be there. It should not close it otherwise. You know? Anyway, why don't you open a new R script?
So my R script is here. Should I still open a new one? Like, this is the one I pasted in.
Oh, this is the one you pasted. Then you open a new. Then run this. No, one by one.
Yes.
Yeah, run this one by one. It's read underscore. Huh?
Yes, I forgot. I not saved it after email.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Now, can you go back to your maps working directory? Can you go back to the output plots, right? So there are two. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to create a, what do you call it? An RMD file and put one of the plots there. Okay, you have done a QMD. That's fine. QMD is a sister version of RMD. It's called the Quarto document. Okay. There are some, it's like RMD on steroids, but yeah, whatever works with RMD works here also. But I did not want to introduce you to Quarto for some reasons. Yeah.
So shall I make a RMD version?
No, that's okay. But then everything else is the same, but P1 won't work here. Okay. P1 won't work here because you have any R Markdown file is a standalone file in the sense that when I say standalone, it requires its own packages to be loaded in the using library from the start, right? You have to load your data set. You have to do everything on your own, right? If you right now in the environment pane, you can see P1, right?
Yes.
In your console, what happens when you type P1? So there's a plot that is created, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now you go to line number 10.
Yes.
Line number 10.
Yes.
Press Control Enter.
P1.
Should not happen. This is
No, I think why don't
console.
why don't you try it once again? It's worked, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. But now if you go to render or knit it, render, just above below that, on the right. Okay, sorry, I'm using my mouse and I'm confusing with yours. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the right.
Okay.
Just press on render. It will say that I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, because I don't know what is P1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because even though P1 is there in your environment, P1 is there in the console, you just checked it, right?
Yes.
Even though it worked, when you're knitting it, it will say, I don't know. Because it is going to knit from the top. It is going to see what is your line 1, what is your line 2, what is your line 3. And the first thing you're going to say is that this line number 9 is the R code and type P1. And then it says that, okay, I don't know what P1 really means here. So ideally what should happen is if you go back to your R script exploring report, copy, go back, go top, copy line 1 to maybe 1 to 29. Okay, copy it.
Into this.
Yeah, paste. Yeah, paste it there. And now press render. Now it is going to work because it understands what P1 is, right? Because you just specified what P1 is. And now you go, just wait for a few minutes.
Okay. I think it's done, but the browser is not.
Yeah, you go to the files pane again. Go to the files. Yeah, there is an HTML that is created. Yeah, click on that, view in web browser.
The problem is that the
I
OS
get
I'm
it.
using. Yes.
Yeah. I used to use Linux as well. Anyway, what are you using? Debian?
No, sir. Arch, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, whatever floats your boat. No. So yeah. But there should be a way. Why don't you go to viewer just beside the files pane above that? Okay, beside the render button, there is a gear button, right?
Yes.
Click on that. Preview in the viewer
Again,
pane. Just render. You see?
But this is despite echo is equal to false.
Okay. Can you go back? It's not the echo, it's the glimpse that is being done.
Hmm.
Okay. Why don't we comment out glimpse? Control Shift C is the shortcut. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now you render it. Okay. Come down. Okay. Still, there is some messages that are coming, right?
Yes.
If you read those messages, they are actually the messages from the output of tidyverse and janitor. And here, you see, first is the
Yeah.
tidyverse, then here, then
Yeah.
janitor. Okay.
Yes.
So why don't you just after echo equals to false,
Yes.
just put comma, say message equals to false. Now render it. Control Shift K is the shortcut for rendering.
Okay.
You see,
Yeah.
this is what you wanted, right?
Yes. The doubt I had that was going to ask earlier is that it created a square plot, sir, but my title is
Yeah.
getting cut because of that.
Yeah. So ideally, what you need to do is for things like this, why don't you put comma?
Sir, at which
Just
point?
wherever, just press comma. Just press comma.
Okay.
Space. Out. Width equals to 100%.
Mhm.
Control Shift K.
And
Okay, put 100% within quotations.
so you do that thing sometimes where you just like, select a word and then quotations.
Yeah. Select that.
Yes.
Put quotations.
Oh.
Control Shift K. Still not working, no?
Yes.
Okay. Now out with there are a number of things you can do. You can specify the scale. You can. What I would have done
Yes.
is I would have saved it as a PNG.
I think I have a PhD version also.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Now you have a PNG. Just copy that path here, line number 55, 35. Yeah. Okay. Now go back to the top.
Yeah.
And after out with 100,
Yes.
you can remove that out with anyway. You're not using it. And say include equals to false. Okay.
What does this mean?
So what does this? Just run it and see. It's saying that don't include whatever is there in this chunk. Okay. But what is happening is that it is creating, loading the data. It is, making the whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Now come back, come down. Yeah, close that plot there. You can just close it there. Yeah. Now just come down.
This is the
Create.
bottom.
Yeah. Press enter. Yeah, bottom. After the three
After the
backsticks as
chunk.
well.
Oh.
Yeah. Come down. Still down.
Yeah.
Open a new chunk. Never do this. Okay. Control Shift I or Control. What is it? Control Alt I. Is it? Can you just hover over the press chunk button?
Control Alt I.
Yeah. Control Alt I. Okay. So now you want to include your graphics, right? I mean, include an image. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will very quickly use a cheat sheet in the sense that image knitter. I think it's coming from the knitter package. It's called include. Why don't you type knitr colon include include underscore graphics. Now Control V. Yeah, I think you need to remove the comma and also add one bracket. Okay.
Right.
In the end. Oh, you're opening two brackets, huh? Okay, fine. Now you press Control Shift K.
Is this what the image was supposed to have?
Okay. There's one other method you can use it. Okay, I think why don't you press that? No, the reason is you're viewing it within RStudio.
Okay.
When you view it outside RStudio, why don't you press that? It just best, between the edit and close button, just on top. No, not there. The title of the exploration of TB report 2023. Just above that, there is an edit button, and beside that, there is a
Show in your window.
Yeah. Is it opening elsewhere?
Use, I will get what is going on.
Okay. Anyway, what you can also do.
Yes.
Okay, I hope everybody is paying attention here. Is everybody following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Lokesh, remove
Yes,
that last chunk that you added.
This one, huh?
Yeah, the whole chunk. Yeah, remove that.
Deleted.
Yeah, delete it. Okay. Now I want you to all pay attention here. Okay. Lokesh, just below the save button, there is something called visual.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Use visual mode. Come down. Last. Yeah, come down where you want to add the figure. Okay. Now go to the, now you always use Word, no?
Yes.
How to add an image?
This thing.
Yeah. Where is the image?
Output plot. But so that cutting off problem is still better.
Okay, the cutting out problem is when you created the plot itself.
Yes.
You know? So
Yes.
when you use ggSave, you should use scale and all those things, right?
So I tried scale as 2, but then it just, I didn't understand how to make it wider rather. That 100% option.
No, I think what you can do is you can say height equals to 6, width equals to 9.
No units.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how did you arrive at those numbers?
I'm just guessing it, maybe experience.
Okay.
Yeah, you want more width and less height, no?
Yes.
So right now it is width 9, height 9, or width 6, 9, 6, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's equal, it's square. So what I did, I could have easily said 9 and 12, it would have been the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How many of you have followed till here, or you're all comfortable here? Okay, now Lokesh, why don't you come out from the visual mode? Go back to the source mode.
Yeah.
Come scroll down. You see what happened?
Oh, the markdown thing. That you
Okay,
told me.
not only that, now where is your QMD file?
So that is an report.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
there is a folder here called images. Did you create that?
No.
Open
Oh,
that. It is already saved the folder file for you.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. I don't want you to get too much information today, but I hope today was a little better. No answer. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's better. Mhm.
The reason it is better because you did things. No.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I cannot make you sit and do things. I think that is not the idea. If I have to, I would love to, but I would prefer not to. You know?
Yes.
I would prefer that you do things on your own, and then we come here to clear our doubts.
Okay.
You know?
Yes, sir.
But I agree with you. I agree with you that maybe at least a couple of more sessions we would require that you work on it, and we are right there with you for helping out, right? Like you just said that I had this problem, right?
Yeah.
And then you shared the screen, and then you were able to do it, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Usually, what we do is everybody who faces these issues, they take photos and screenshots and this thing and send it on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we say, okay, now can you share this code, the line 45? Okay. And then you'll take a picture and send. And then I say, this is the wrong thing that you did. You have to correct that. You get my point?
Yes, sir.
So, but what I'm understanding is that you guys are not really finding time to work on R itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So how do we fix that?
Today's session is one way of fixing it.
Okay. In that case, maybe tomorrow's session will be a little different. Dr. Gurpreet has a different approach, but I would also suggest that you follow his way of this thing just for a change. You know? I'll be traveling for the next 2 days. Maybe on Tuesday we can meet. Okay. So from
Okay.
Tuesday, I'll make it a point that this is how we are going to go about. Okay. Rather than me sharing the screen, it will be you guys. Okay. We'll take one problem. Everybody will get to do it. And everybody, rather than me telling you guys what is wrong and right, maybe the moment somebody shares the screen, you guys will be able to pick up what the error is, isn't it?
Okay.
That is why what I was saying is that when you're typing the issue and this thing itself, working on the project itself, if your mics are not muted, you can talk among yourselves, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's totally up to you how comfortable you are. But I would like to have that flexibility that
Okay.
much of the learning usually comes from corridors, not classrooms. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So that
sir.
is what I want to promote, right? You yourself have to come up with solutions, and I'm sure that never again Parthi will, or he will, every time he will ensure that he's working in the same project.
Project.
Lokesh will ensure that he is actually
Yes,
using
yes. This is a
the
huge
same
advantage.
thing.
Yes.
And Anand will ensure that the file extension is not used using comma, it is using dot. You know?
Yes, sir.
And Shruti, what was your lesson?
The chunk entry was wrong. Like
Yeah. Okay.
just that
So
text.
yeah. So you will actually use the press Control Alt I, isn't it? What was it, Lokesh?
Control Alt I.
Yeah, Control Alt I. That way you will, yeah.
Okay.
And Subarna, I think for you, you will have to either purchase a new laptop or beg, borrow, steal.
Yes, sir. I have to work on my laptop.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, I have one small doubt. Just
Sure,
now
sure.
popped up.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
to
yeah.
add this echo false, sir? If I try to add the echo false, the dart chunk will it's collapsing.
Mm-hmm. No, once
Okay,
again,
I
once
missed the
again,
term.
can you tell me again, Parthi? You wanted to ask why
If
are you adding echo false or where to add it?
No, sir, where to add? I just forgot to add comma after R, sir. That's why
Yeah,
it's collapsed.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I had
Okay.
a small doubt.
Yeah.
So that read.csv, read_csv, I think the autocomplete gave me read.csv.
Yeah.
So,
I think the reason is
yes.
read.csv will read the file perfectly. Okay.
Okay.
But the class of the file will be a data frame.
Okay, understood.
Okay. Whereas read_csv, which is part of the readr package, which is following
Tidy.
within the tidyverse, this thing will ensure that the class of the object is a tibble.
Yes, understood.
I hope you are clear here.
Yes.
And yeah, many people do that mistake. I mean, read RDS is also there. Okay. But I prefer for you to use read_RDS.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then today we will wrap it up. Maybe on Tuesday we will start again with, I think, let us make it clear today itself. Who is going to share the data set for Tuesday?
We have to find a new data set and share. Is it like that?
Up to you. I think if you already have a data set, it's perfectly fine. But then you
Yeah.
have to come up with the task also. Like today I told that, okay, this data set, we are going to create a plot. Okay. But on Tuesday, you have to come with 3 things to do, whoever is sharing the data set. And everybody has to work on that.
So we'll discuss it in the group and
We'll
let you know.
decide and
And that's a very diplomatic answer. Huh? Okay. Fine. I'm okay with whatever you guys decide.
okay, sir.
Okay, then.
Thank you so much. Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Yeah. See you on Tuesday.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank
Good night.
you, sir.
Good night. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.